Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Travel Tech. So I had promised to bring you a video on the newly updated Nexdigitron Prime dashcam. Yes, this dash camera currently trends at a price of about 8,500 rupees, and for the price I think it simply offers a real good value for money. For the fact that it provides a 1440p resolution, has a Starvis IMX335 sensor, it has a GPS parking recording, and it has a super capacitor, and to top it all off, it has a dual channel, which means you get both front and the rear cameras. So all this seems like a much good value for money package, but it had a one small drawback which made it seem like a budget dashcam and not really a premium one. So as you're seeing on the screen right now, it had a GPS logger which was external to the dashcam, which means it was not inbuilt within the dashcam in its first variant, and it came outside attached to the main power cable. So this is kind of similar to the Nexdigitron Ace Plus GPS variant, where that camera too has an external GPS logger. But Nexdigitron has finally upgraded the hardware of the Nexdigitron Prime, and now you get a built-in GPS logger. Yes, the entire GPS system, the GPS chip, comes built in within the dashcam, and the power cable doesn't get a GPS logger attached outside of it. So that's a cool thing, and this really makes the camera stand out from the rest of the Nexdigitron lineup. Also, one important point to note, guys. So I have this previous mount from the previous model or the previous variant of the Nexdigitron Prime. So as you're seeing on the screen right now, it had this large hook at the middle of the mount on the back, which latched onto the dash cam. But I think Nexdigitron thought that this might not be enough, and they changed the mount to now 4 different hooks. So if you can straight away take a look at the difference. So on the left here is the single hook mount, and on the right here is the 4 different hook mounts. So this is the new updated mount. So this gives more proper grip because it holds onto the camera at 4 different places rather than a one large central holding capacity. So this should definitely help the Nexdigitron Prime get some more grip out of its windshield mount and provide you a even more stable footage. So these two are the important aspects of the newly updated Nexdigitron Prime, which have been changed or which have been upgraded, and this updated dash camera is already available on sale. And if you are interested in purchasing this dash cam, the link to purchase it is given right down below in the description. Well, I'm probably sure most of you have seen my entire, the detailed complete review of the Nexdigitron Prime, and in that I have covered almost all the aspects regarding the dashcam. I mean, if you're interested in taking a look at that, I'll leave a link in the description. But if you just want to take a quick look at its video quality and see the number plate readability of the dashcam in day and night condition, I'll just put the whole part back again in this video, so that rather than going back to another video, you can just continue watching this and get to know the video quality of this dash camera. And probably at the end of this video, you might be convinced enough to buy this camera at a price of 8,500 rupees. Well, I think the 70mm A500 front only, the single channel variant, also comes at a similar price of about 8,500 to 9,000 rupees. But as I said, it's only a single channel variant. But for the same price, you get a dual channel variant in the Nexdigitron Prime with the same sensor, that is the IMX335 sensor. So it counts as a more value for money dashcam. Of course, it doesn't get a screen, wherein the A500 gets a screen. That's another difference, so that's another trade-off. So if you're someone who really wants a screen on your dashcam to be able to view the recording, to be able to alter the settings, maybe the 70mm A500 would be a more proper choice for you, whereas the Prime is for someone who doesn't really want a screen on the dashcam and is cool enough to use an app to alter any of the settings. So let's quickly jump on and show you a relook at the number plate readability and the video quality of the Prime, so that you get a complete idea of what this dashcam is all about. So taking a look at the front dashcam footage, so this has a resolution of about 2560 into 1440p at 30 frames per second. The total bitrate of this video is about 11,500 kbps, and the file size is about 85 MB per minute. The overall video footage has a cool tone, although the contrast and the exposure levels are not perfectly balanced, but it hits the right points, and I think that's more than enough. Taking a look at the rear footage, now this has a resolution of about 1920 into 1080p, which is full HD at a similar 30 frames per second. The bitrate is about 6600 kbps, and the file size is about 49 MB per minute. Now in contrast to the front cam footage, the rear camera footage has a warmer tone. Also, contrast levels are a bit higher compared to the front camera in this specific example. So taking a look at the license plate readability at night from the front dash camera, notice the car just ahead of me at a distance of about 20 feet. Now as you can see, the headlights of my car are hitting the license plate of this Maruti Swift directly, and because of that the entire license plate is completely whitewashed. You'll not be able to make out anything in such instance. But here's the twist. As soon as I turn off my headlights and zoom in, so the same car at the same distance, just because my headlights are off, now I'm able to read the number plates easily. Although I might not say it's very clear, it is slight blurry due to magnification, but you can still make out each letter and number. And this is the point which you need to know, because if you want to read license plates at night, the headlight glare from your car must not be hitting the plate directly. So taking a look at the license plate readability of the rear camera at night, so you can see the car at a distance of about 20 feet away, and if I just zoom in, now you can see the number plate is actually blurred, but you can still identify each letter and number if you dive in deep into this image, and you can actually make out the number. You can also notice that the license plate is slightly reddish in hue, and that's because the car in front of it, well, in this example the Mahindra Scorpio, has its brakes on, and the brake light of the car is reflecting off the license plate of this particular Audi. So a rear camera, a full HD rear camera giving you this license plate read at a distance of 20 feet at night is a really worthy camera to have. Taking a look at the front camera footage in daytime, now at a close distance, a very good read of a license plate, slightly warmer tone, but that's not going to make any difference. A very clear and distinctive license plate read at a very close range, and this is where the front camera really shines. Now if you move further down into the video and wait for the car to move a bit away from my car at a distance of about 20 feet, and if I just go ahead and zoom in, so as you can see the image has now started to get blurred out, but even at a distance of 20 feet in daytime, all letters and numbers clearly visible. But at this point you do lose the IND lettering, you cannot make it out very specifically, but the overall license plate read is very decent at 20 plus feet for the front camera. But if we move on a bit further into the video, so that the car moves even farther away at a distance of about 30 plus feet, and now if I zoom in onto the license plate, so now as you can see the image is more or less blurred right now, and you can make out maybe only the first 2 or 3 letters, but after that the entire image gets blurry and you will not be able to make out anything. So the point to note is that 2K dash cameras can read license plates at a distance of about 15 to 20 feet maximum, and more than that the image starts to lose out its pixels, and the farther the car moves away, the license plate is going to get real blurry. Coming to the rear camera footage now at a very close range, let's just zoom in on the license plate. A very good read again, slight noise, slight blurriness, but individual letters and numbers are clearly visible. So the rear camera really shines at a very close range, and as I had told you in my previous video, 1080p cameras work best at a range of 5 to 10 feet. Let's move on further down into the footage. So the car moves a bit away at a distance of about 15 feet, and now if I zoom in on the license plate, so you can notice that the license plate has now become more blurrier than in the previous example, but still at 15 feet during daytime you will get a good and you will get a decent read of the license plate even from the rear camera. And in this specific example the image is slightly warmer than normal. So that's it. This was the video on the newly updated Nexdigitron Prime, and I hope you liked this video, and in case if you did, make sure to subscribe to my channel. We are almost at a point of reaching 10,000 subs, and you gotta help me to move on a bit more. Also do note that you need to hit the bell icon so that you get to know whenever I upload a new video. Also don't forget to like this video as well, and also along with that you also know the fact that I'll be putting up a new giveaway contest on the Facebook page and the Instagram page of Travel Tech. The links to those will be provided in the description below. You need to follow me on Facebook and Insta for the latest updates. You just watched a Travel Tech episode. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.